guys. Today, I want to do a mini training on why you are thinking about food 24/7. Why food is constantly on your mind from the time that you wake up until the time that you go to bed. And so I know that you care about what you put in your body. You love eating healthy meals. You love getting in your protein. And Melissa's like, yay. Yeah, this is going to be phenomenal training. You love getting in your protein because you actually genuinely enjoy protein. It leaves you full. It leaves you satisfied. You love getting in your vegetables. You care about what you put into your body. However, you also have this vision in your mind based off of past dieting, past diets that you've been on. You have this vision in your mind of what you think is the right way to eat. You all have this vision. When you're about to plate your food, you have this vision of what you believe is the right meal, the perfect way to eat. And you've been told certain things. Oh, if you had carbs for breakfast, then don't have carbs for lunch. And you've been told, get in protein and get in your vegetables at every meal. You've been told, if you're going to have rice for lunch, well, then maybe you don't have the pasta for dinner. You have been told all of these different rules from years of dieting. And so every single time you go and you have a meal, you have a snack, you filter it through this lens of what is the right way to eat. You think about the past diets you've done. You think about the past information that you have received by all these different diets. And you're like, oh, is this right? But should I be eating that? Is that too much? Is that too little? Do I really need this? Should I have the carbs? Should I not have the carbs? Maybe I should get more protein in. And that is literally causing you to think about food so much more. And what ends up happening is it's lunchtime and you know what you want to eat. You have this thought in your mind. Let's say, for example, I really want a sandwich. And you start thinking, okay, but maybe I should just have a salad. But do I really need the carbs? Oh, wait, but I had extra carbs yesterday. Maybe I should just go for the salad. Okay, but wait, I know the salad is not going to really be satisfying. I'm probably going to be hungry after, but I don't know if the salad's going to be filling. So maybe I should have the wrap. You going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth is causing you to spend more time thinking about food. The amount of time that you are going back and forth is really just you overthinking and you spending more time thinking about food. People who have a healthy relationship with food, they ask themselves, what do I feel like having for lunch? And they eat that. Oh, I feel like a sandwich. Okay, then they make themselves a sandwich, which is why they don't think about food for 30 minutes prior to actually having their lunch, because they're like, I feel like having the sandwich, so I'm just going to have the sandwich. But because you have this information in your mind of what you think is right, when you have this thought of, I want the sandwich, you don't just trust yourself to have the sandwich. You don't trust yourself to just eat the first thing that came to your mind. You filter it through this lens of what you have been told. Oh, well, if you're going to have a sandwich, where's the protein? Well, where's the vegetables? And that makes you overthink. And then again, instead of just grabbing the sandwich, you overthink. And 90% of the time, you don't listen to your intuition. You don't listen to what you wanted, AKA the sandwich. So you end up having the salad. And the entire time that you're eating the salad, You're thinking about the sandwich. Or you're thinking about what you're going to have after because you know that this is not even satisfying. Give me a heart if you're like, yes, this is making sense. And Alex, I'll answer your question in a second. So, real, yes. So, what ends? Hi, Kylie. So, you're eating the salad. You know it's not what you want. So you're already thinking about number one, what you're going to have next, aka the dates, the chocolate, the peanut butter, the cookie, whatever it is, because you're like, I know this is not even satisfying. Or you're thinking about the sandwich that you wish you would have had. And 9 times out of 10, you end up either overeating because you're not satisfied, you end up having the sandwich anyways, or you just end up overdoing it because you didn't even eat what you wanted. If you just had the sandwich in the first place, that would have literally collapsed the amount of time that you were spending thinking about food. So there was a question here. What steps do we take to start trusting ourselves? Well, trust comes through action. So a lot of the times it's like, but I can't, if I have this thought in my mind that I want a sandwich, I can't listen to that because I can't trust myself. But you can trust yourself. Trust comes through time. Trust comes through time. So if you say to yourself, okay, I really want a sandwich, and you're like, but I can't trust myself, so I'm just going to have a salad, then you're never going to build trust. Compared to, I am craving a sandwich right now. And then you go and you have the sandwich, that's what actually builds trust. Even if you end up overeating, even if you end up maybe not feeling well if you had the sandwich, but you went for it and you actually listened to your intuition that said a sandwich sounds really good right now, that is actually how you build up trust. You won't be able to trust yourself, number one, by telling yourself, I just can't trust myself. And then also, number two, you also won't be able to trust yourself as well if you don't actually listen to your body. Your body is sending you these signals for a reason. I want the sandwich. I don't want the salad. But you don't listen to your body that says, I want the sandwich. So you end up having the salad. And then, of course, you can't trust yourself because your body's like, well, you don't even listen to me. So I'm going to stop sending you these signals because every time I send you a signal that I want the sandwich, you end up just eating the salad and you don't listen to me anyways. So trust comes through time. Trust comes through also just making a decision. Because again, going back and forth in your mind all of the time makes you think about food so much more. By the way, I'm going to be doing a masterclass on how to stop thinking about food 24/7. If you are enjoying this and you're like, yes, like this is so me. Like I have an idea in my mind of what I want to eat, but then I go back and forth in my mind and I ask myself, do you really need this? Maybe you're forcing yourself to, have the salad instead of the sandwich, or you really want a cookie for a snack, but you convince yourself to have something healthier. And then you wonder why you're thinking about food all day long. You're eating your meal and you're already thinking about the snack you're going to have right after because you're not satisfied. And so inside of this masterclass, I'm going to help you be way more decisive with your food choices, how to actually build up trust so that you know whether you're experiencing a craving, an urge, if you're just snacking out of a habit, when to say yes, when to say no, and how to really free up the space in your mind so that you can decide what to eat and just move on. Decide what to eat and just move on so you can be more present with your family, show up more powerfully at your job, and be able to actually do what you want to do. So you guys can join the masterclass. It's on pre-sale right now. It's $33. Or you can bundle it up with another masterclass, how to get out of the all or nothing mentality, for $55. The price is going up in like 24 hours. So if you guys want to join, be sure to join that. For those of you guys who are on the TikTok live, the link is in my bio. The first masterclass, how to stop thinking about food 24/7, you can join that separately. Or if you're like, well, I also have the all or nothing mentality. Like if I have a cookie, I kind of get in my head and then I end up saying, well, F it, I'm just going to have the whole row. Or if I go out for dinner on a Tuesday and I feel bloated, then I just end up coming home and eating the rest of the processed foods in my pantry because I'm already bloated and I feel like crap. Or if I didn't get my morning routine in, then I didn't even bother doing my workout. Or if I didn't get up early to work out, well, then I didn't bother having a healthy meal. If you're also experiencing the all or nothing mentality, you can bundle up these master classes. And again, it's on pre-sale, but only for the next like 24 hours. And then the price is going up. There was a question here. What if we had what we crave for, but we still binge after that? So the reason for this is because you still have urges. So it's fantastic that so I had what I'm craving, but the reason that you binge, and I'm going to be so honest, is 99.9% of the time people confuse cravings with urges. So you might actually be thinking, I'm experiencing a craving right now, so that you give in. But it wasn't actually a craving that you were experiencing. You were having an urge, which is why you couldn't just stop after a little bit. If you actually eat what you're craving and it's a true physical craving, you'll be able to have some and move on with your day. But if you actually are giving into an urge and you think it's a craving and you're impulsive, then 1 turns to 2, turns to 3, turns to 4, and you end up overdoing it. And it's, you hear me talk about all the time, listen to your body, honor your cravings. And so some of you are convincing yourself, well, Lorna said I should honor my craving. So I'm having a craving right now, but you're not actually having a craving. You're experiencing an urge. So when you give in, you can't stop. You give in and you keep on eating because you're not actually experiencing a craving or experiencing an urge. And again, knowing the difference is so important, because if you are giving in to an urge, of course you're going to spiral out of control because you're feeling impulsive. Compared to if you're more grounded and you actually honor a craving, then it's like, oh, delicious, I feel satisfied, and then you move on. I have this with chocolate, exactly what you said. It's me and sweets. Yeah, so if you're experiencing the all or nothing mentality, it's like, if I have some chocolate, then I just spiral out of control. You guys are really going to want to join the masterclass, like the bundle with the all or nothing mentality bundle, because I'm going to help you be able to just have some chocolate and then just simply move on with your day. You don't need to finish the rest because, oh, I messed up. If you're having those thoughts in your head of like, well, I had some chocolate and I already messed up, so like F it. F it, F it, F it. I'm just going to finish the rest of the chocolate. And then I'm also going to eat this other food that bloats me. And I'm going to eat this other food that makes me feel like crap because I already messed up. And tomorrow I'm going to do better. Tomorrow I'm going to do better. It's like, it's always going to be tomorrow's going to be better. Tomorrow's going to be better. It's actually not the fact that tomorrow's going to be better. It's the fact that you have the all or nothing mentality. You need to stop thinking you're doing something wrong by having some chocolate. You need to stop believing that, oh, well, because I had some chocolate, now it's a perfect opportunity to just say screw it and eat all the other foods that I normally don't allow myself to have because I already messed up. Tomorrow, obviously, I need to be perfect and I need to, get my shit together, so to speak. So like, I'm not going to allow myself to have crackers tomorrow, but tonight, because I already had some chocolate, might as well just finish the rest of the processed stuff. Oh, and the dried mangoes and all these other things. I'm sure I'm just going to finish it. That's the all or nothing mentality. If you want to break out of that, again, join the masterclass bundle. The link is in my bio. The price is going up in 24 hours. I also do want to say you've helped me so much. I always go back to your videos. Thank you so much. Yes, I've helped so many clients heal their relationship with food. I've helped so many clients stop thinking about food all day long. I've had so many of my clients say to me, like, Lorna, you've literally transformed my life. And I appreciate that comment. And It really does help getting support from somebody who has past lived experience. This is not like I just have information. I mean, I'm very knowledgeable, but I have past experience. So every single thing that you guys are going through, I get it. I know the thoughts that you're thinking. I know the behaviors you engage in. I know it like inside and out from the back of my hand. I'm like, a client comes on a coaching call and they're like, this is how I'm feeling right now. I'm like, yep, I understand that. Here, take this mindset reframe, and boom, their mindset's completely shifted. Or, oh, I'm having this strong urge and a part of me doesn't want to give in. A part of me is like, F it. And I'm like, okay, do this action step. And I know exactly how to support you guys. So going back to what I talked about at the beginning of this training in regards to why you're thinking about food all the time. You're thinking about food all the time because you're not actually listening to that instinctive pull that says, I want this. You're getting in your head. You're thinking about the rules that you've had in previous diets. And even though you're not dieting anymore, you can't help but still think about, oh, well, that nutritionist told me that if I'm going to have carbs for breakfast, don't have carbs for lunch. And now you're like, oh my gosh, I had carbs for breakfast. Should I really have carbs for lunch? And then you're thinking, oh, well, this other person told me, that I should get protein at every single meal. So now you're like, I need to have protein at every single meal. And you're going to have way less food thoughts when you stop thinking about what's the right thing to eat and you actually just allow yourself to eat what you're craving. Because when you're satisfied, you don't spend the rest of the day thinking about food. When you are truly satisfied, you're like, so good. I'm full. That felt good. It was delicious. And then you just simply move on with your day. You will collapse the amount of time that you're spending thinking about food. When you make faster decisions with food, you just decide, okay, this is what I'm wanting, and you have it. You stop overthinking and you let go of what you've been told about the right way to eat. And I'm going to be diving deep into this inside of the masterclass, how to stop thinking about food 24/7. And like I said, you can join that masterclass separately, or you can join it as a bundle and also get the masterclass on how to stop thinking about food 24/7. The price is going up in 24 hours. So go to the link in my bio right now for those of you guys who are on TikTok, and be sure to join us. All right, badasses. This is what I have for you guys today. I can't wait to see you guys in the upcoming masterclasses that we're running next week and be able to support you with having less food thoughts and finally getting out of that all or nothing mentality. It's just a one-time payment. All right, badasses. Yes, that's what I call my clients. And this is why I'm hosting the Unstoppable Badass event in Florida in person. By the way, if you've not gotten your ticket to that, be sure to get your ticket because we're literally a month away. And being in the room, being in person is going to be so special. And I can't wait to meet some of you guys. All right, I'm going to say it again. All right, badasses. Have an amazing rest of your night. Thank you so much for sharing this live. It really helps to get the message across. I will see you guys inside of the master classes, and I will see you guys soon. Okay, bye.